Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. So we went to Jollywood Nights at Hollywood Studios on the first night, and we had so much fun. But we're here to ask, is it better than last year? Is it the same? Is it worse? Is it, is it worth going to at all? Because it's a separate and ticketed event, so you have to pay extra on top of going to Disney World, or if you have an annual pass, you have to pay extra on top of your annual pass. But is it worth going to Jollywood Nights? What's the good? What's the bad? What's the verdict? So like I said, we went to the very first night of Jollywood Nights. Last year was the very first year. This is the second year of Jollywood Nights. And let me tell you, we had so much fun. There is new things. There's things that they added from last year. So last year, I'll tell you, last year was a disaster. Last year's Jollywood Nights was not good. I was surprised they were actually bringing it back this year. I thought, they were like, you know what? It just didn't work out. Let's just scrap that idea and start over and do something else. But no, they did it, and they added new things to it, and I'm so excited that they added new things to it. I actually had a good time last year, but I even had a better time this year, especially with the new stuff they added, and I still like the things that they had last year that they had this year. Like last year they had the Holidays in Hollywood over in where they have Beauty and the Beast show, and it's with Miss Piggy and Kermit and Mickey and Minnie, and they just have it's like doing a holiday special live. You're like in the audience, and they're doing a holiday special and with dancing and singing and blah blah blah. It's just so much fun. It's so much fun. I love the Muppets, and I love Kermit and Miss Piggy's banter with each other. It's just so much fun. They just have a good time. They have fun with the audience. They have fun with each other. It's just really, really fun altogether. I highly recommend going to see that show if you do go to Jollywood Nights. And then the other thing that I really love, because I just love The Nightmare Before Christmas, is What's This? A sing-along, A Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along. It was just so much fun. I love the giant puppet of Jack Skellington. Oogie Boogie is there. The actors, so they do it in the Hyperion Theater, which is where the Frozen sing-along is usually, but you really can't tell that it's the Frozen sing-along other than the stuff on the outside of the actual building. But on the inside, they completely change it, and it is just a fun show. Like, the actors in that show don't even talk. They say 0 words in this whole thing, but they're so full of life, and the props that they use and the set pieces and things like that. It is just so much fun. I love going to that show, and I hope if they have it next year, hope they bring that again. So they did add a few other things. They added a lot of different photo opportunities, like this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. They just had so many different photo ops that were included in the price, and you could just take pictures with different PhotoPass people, and they had pictures with Kermit the Frog and Piggy. They had pictures in front of the Tower of Terror. They had pictures that you could play these gingerbread saxophone and trumpets and things like that. It was just so much fun going around looking at all the different places you can take pictures, and they had motion pictures, and it was just so much fun. I'm glad that they added so many of those throughout the evening. Another thing that they added is a lot of characters. The beginning of Jollywood Nights last year, like opening night and so on, they did not have very many characters at all. They had maybe like 5 or 6 that you could meet. This year, they had like a whole list of, when you open the map that they have a whole list of characters that you can meet. Where is it? There we go. They have a whole list of characters that you can meet, and it's just like just a whole page of characters and where to meet them and things like that. And it was just, we didn't really meet any of the characters because we wanted to do other things, but we saw the characters. We just didn't go up and take a picture with them. Some of them didn't even have any lines, so you could just go and meet them and take pictures and not really waste any time at all. Now, another good thing that they added is the show Glisten. They added a ice skating show that was really fun. It was pretty short. It was only about 15 minutes long, which is good because when you have shows like this, especially at special ticketed events that aren't very long, you want a shorter show that you can enjoy but get on with the night and still do the other things. So all the shows there were only like 15, 20 minutes long at the most. So we got to see all the shows that they have at the Jollywood Nights event, and we still, again, get to do so much more, like the food. The food, that was, I think, my favorite part is the food. The food was so good. They had so much different options of food. They added so many different food options from last year. They still had the same, which we did eat some of the same options that we had last year, but we did try some new stuff, and they were delicious. They were so good, and I'm glad that they have so much extra fun food that you do have to pay for, but it is so good. Now let's go from the good to the bad. So the bad is the fact that, like, when you look at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, you get free cookies, you get free drinks like apple cider and hot chocolate and things like that. There's none of that at Jollywood Nights. So you don't get any kind of free anything at Jollywood Nights. So you get the pictures, but you don't get any kind of free snacks going around and going to the places and getting hot chocolate and stuff like that. I wish they would add that because it feels like it's an extra that you don't get during the day, and it feels like it's a little bit more special, and you get your money's worth if they added things like that, you know, compared to like the ones you get over at Very Merry Christmas Party. You get so much different food options, like the little cookies and the little snacks, and you can give cookies and snacks. I mean, they have a Gertie cookie, and you even have to pay for that. Like, why can't they just give that out for free? So they did give out one free thing, and that was at the end of the night. And when you leave, they give you this little thing that is marshmallows. It's champagne flavored marshmallows, and I don't really like the flavor of champagne, so those marshmallows were not good to me. And they actually melted by the time we got home the next day because we left them in the car. But I tasted it and I was like, oh, no, I don't like this because it literally just tastes like champagne, and I'm not the biggest champagne drinker there is. So to make a champagne flavored marshmallow was, I don't think, the best choice of free thing to give out. So let's go from one of the bad things they have to another good thing. They have a lot more dance parties. Like, they have a Pixar dance party that they started this year, which was really fun. It was fun to see Sadness and Mike Wazowski in the background. I didn't even know he was there. He got Mike Wazowski because all the other people were covering him when I was there. I didn't even know he was there until I watched the video back, and I'm like, oh, there's Mike Wazowski in the background. But they had Frozone, they had Joy, which I didn't see, but they had other different characters there for Pixar, just dancing away. It wasn't Christmas music, it was just like clubbing dance music, which was really fun. So adding the different dance parties, they had that one. They had a dance party with some Latin music over in the animation courtyard, and then I think they had another dance party somewhere else. I don't know, like a Disney Junior dance party or something like that, that we did not go to, but it was just so much fun with the music and the dancing. They had, it wasn't a dance party, but at the Tip Top Club over near the Tower of Terror, they had the live band there. They had a lot of music at this event. So that was a good thing that they had more than last year. They had more live music and more fun dance activities going around, and more things to do. And one of the best things that they did this year over last year was they added an hour. Adding that hour just made you feel like you weren't so rushed, because last year when it was only 4 hours, you felt like you were running back and forth to try to get everything. You couldn't eat any of the food because the lines were long, and you're like, oh no, what do? I want to see this show, but I want to eat this food. I want to meet this character, but it was just so hectic and busy. But it felt like it was really nice having that 5th hour in there. So I'm glad that they extended it an hour, and made it a little bit less frantic-y and be able to do the things and do all the things that you really want to do, because I pretty much did everything I wanted to do. We might go back again sometime later and maybe eat some more food, try out the food options, like do just a whole video of just all the different food that they have there, because that's one of the videos I did not see out on any of the different vloggers that went out. There wasn't too many food videos out there, and I love food, and I volunteer for tribute to do a video if you guys want to do a video about just the food that's there, all the different fun, different food options and drink options they had. So I volunteer as tribute. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a food video from Jollywood Nights. So do I think Jollywood Nights was worth it more than last year? Did they up the value of Jollywood Nights? Yes and no. They added some more stuff. They added the extra entertainment. They added the extra characters, but they did that at the end of last year. They added a couple different shows. Yes. But they didn't add any extra free things. So like I said, I think what was really missing was different food options that you could get, like cookies or little snack things that you can get for free, even at the extra hours of events that they have for like DVC and things like that you don't pay for. They have unlimited Mickey bars and things like, they give you free food there. But for this event, some reason they don't want to give you any kind of extra food options. They want to sell you all the food options, but they don't want to give you any food options. So did they add value with the shows and stuff like that? Yes. Did they add value with giving you free things that they did not give you last year? No. Was it worth it? I still think it is. I love the event. It was so much fun. They added, they learned from their mistakes last year when it came to adding the extra hour, adding more characters, the merchandise, just the funness of the event all together. So if it were up to me, I would go again. I think we'll end up going again. Again, if someone wants us, maybe just one or two people want us to go and do all the food and show you all the food that they have at Jollywood Nights. We are going to be going to Very Merry Christmas Party on the 22nd of this month, so make sure you subscribe to the channel for that video. And kind of like a video like this, I'm going to do the vlog video, but I'm also going to do a is it worth it type video and kind of a review video of Very Merry Christmas Party, like I am right now for Jollywood Nights. But let me know, have you been to Jollywood Nights? Did you go last year? Are you planning on going this year? Let me know in the comments below. I will see you guys later. Remember to love yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.